Arirang.
환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture and photos. And today, we take a deep dive into the venue of BTS's comeback performance. And I'm your host, Kwon So-hwa. Let's dive in. And starting off the new week with us is my co-host, Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to our viewers watching at home. I'm Walter Lee, here to co-host next to Soa and also give you the latest in Korean entertainment.
Let's get right into K-Enter News, Walter, and it's become reality. The Korean 사극 movie, The King's Warden, has reached an incredible milestone.
It has indeed, Soa. So the box office momentum of The King's Warden shows no sign of slowing down, and it indeed joined Korea's prestigious 10 million viewer club like many had predicted as well. That happened on Friday, and according to distributor Showbox on Sunday, the film has now drawn around 11.17 million moviegoers nationwide. Now, on Saturday alone, around 754,000 people headed to the theaters to see the film, giving it an impressive 80.4% of the share of the daily box office revenue. Now, the film's success has even reached the Blue House of all places, with President Lee Jae-myung congratulating the team behind the movie after it surpassed the 10 million milestone. Now, taking to social media, the president said he described the achievement as a meaningful accomplishment, the first of its kind in 2 years. Also, in his message, the president expressed his appreciation to the director, cast and crew, thanking them for creating a film that is brought together through shared emotion.
Congrats once more. And next up, let's go over to an achievement made by Blackpink.
Indeed. So according to the latest chart released by YouTube on Sunday, Go by Blackpink has claimed #1 on the global YouTube Weekly Top Songs chart. Now, the track has been dominating the chart worldwide. We talked about it recently, actually, topping rankings across South Korea, North America, Europe, the Middle East and Oceania, and also Asia. Shortly after its release, the music video for Go surged to #1 on YouTube's worldwide trending chart and became the most viewed within 24 hours, quickly taking that top spot. Now, beyond YouTube, Blackpink continue to make a strong impact on major international charts. The album Deadline debuted at #11 on the album Top 100 from the official charts company, one of the world's leading music charts. Meanwhile, Go landed at #44 on singles Top 100, marking the group's 12th Korea entry on the chart.
And staying on the topic of K-pop and charts and YouTube, let's talk about Le Sserafim.
Yes, let's talk about Le Sserafim indeed. Now, the music video for Spaghetti by Le Sserafim has surpassed 100 million views on YouTube, according to their agency Source Music on Sunday. Now, the music video, which was released in October of last year, exceeded that 100 million view mark as of Saturday. With Spaghetti, Le Sserafim now has 9 videos with more than 100 million views. Spaghetti is the title track of the group's first single album of the same name, featuring an addictive melody and powerful performance. There is also a familiar voice in there for many BTS fans, and that is J-Hope.
And we're going to talk about BTS in a bit as well. But for now, thank you for those updates, Walter.
No worries.
And now let's move on to our AI anchor Arirang for more on the culture front. Arirang.
Thanks, Wa. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. Amid the explosive popularity of the film The King's Warden, interest in the history of the Joseon dynasty is surging, drawing crowds to related heritage sites. Fueled in particular by fascination with the story of King Danjong, visitor numbers to Gwanghwamun County in Gangwon-do Province have already reached nearly 110,000 this year, surpassing one-third of last year's total in just 2 months. Gwanghwamun is home to King Danjong's royal tomb and his exile site, Cheongnyangpo. About 3,000 people visited Cheongnyangpo on Sunday alone, while more than 1,620 visited Gangneung Royal Tomb, according to official tallies. Gwanghwamun County plans to host the 59th Danjong Culture Festival from April 24 to 26, hoping the film's popularity will continue to boost tourism. The global touring exhibition of the late Samsung chairman Lee Gun-hee's donated art collection has opened in Chicago after its success in Washington, D.C. The National Museum of Korea and the National Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art said the second leg of the Lee Gun-hee Collection Overseas Tour will be held at the Art Institute of Chicago through July 5th. The exhibition showcases some 240 works, among them 7 national treasures including Inwang Chesekdo, one of the most famous landscape paintings in Korean art created by Joseon painter Jongseon. It also features 13 modern Korean masterpieces by celebrated artists, including Kim Hwan-gi. The tour's first stop in Washington, which opened last November, drew more than 80,000 visitors. Major travel agencies in South Korea say they will offer full refunds without cancellation fees for Middle East travel packages and itineraries that transit through the region. This includes travel packages that route through Dubai. The government has issued a level 4 travel ban for all of Iran, while the UAE, a popular destination among Korean travelers, remains under a level 2.5 special travel advisory. For travelers who choose not to cancel, agencies will try to arrange alternative flights at a similar price. If no suitable options are available, customers will be notified and offered a full refund. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. Take a look at this Korean word on the screen, 동아리. In English, we might simply call it a club or society. In Korean universities, 동아리 culture is a big part of campus life. And this time of year is especially exciting because March is when new students begin university. That also means one thing, club recruitment season. Across campuses in Korea, student groups set up club fairs to introduce themselves to freshmen. You'll often see long lines of curious students waiting to hear about different clubs. Senior members enthusiastically promote their groups, calling out things like, "Come check out our club," or "Join us this semester." In these photos, you will see students trying out different athletic clubs, from taekwondo to basketball and even boxing. These booths often include small demonstrations or trial sessions, so newcomers can experience the activity themselves. But sports are just one part of the picture. There are also clubs for music, photography, volunteering, debate, language exchange, and much more. Joining a club can be one of the easiest ways for freshmen to make friends and experience campus culture firsthand. Take a look at this photo. 2 children are riding horses across the wide field, joined by local residents and school staff. And believe it or not, these riders are actually first-grade students on their way to school. Here's another shot from a different angle. With the long shadows stretching across the field or the shore, it almost looks like a scene from a movie. The ride also had a historical meaning.
The students stop for photos in front of Choji Fortress on Ganghwamun Island, and that's because their school, Josan Elementary, sits on the site of what was once Jingang Ranch, a royal horse breeding ground that existed for centuries during the Goryeo and Joseon periods. Finally, the young riders arrived at their school where they posed for photos on the playground to mark their very first day. Parents later shared that what began as a nervous morning quickly turned into excitement, calling it one of the most special school entrance ceremonies their children could ever have. And to these two young students, welcome to school, and may your journey ahead be just as exciting as this ride. Do you remember these faces? These women holding colorful light sticks gathered outside Korea's National Assembly during the recent impeachment protest. Let's take a closer look. Among the crowd were young girls, some still in their teens, standing alongside adults and raising their voices. And there were also young mothers pushing strollers as they joined the demonstrations. Many of them even organized something called kids buses. These were buses rented by parents so mothers with babies could stay warm, nurse their children, change diapers, and take breaks during the winter protest. Some toddlers even held their own tiny light stick toys, making sounds and glowing in the crowd. Because of the spread of care, solidarity, and participation, these women received this year's Women's Movement Award ahead of International Women's Day on March 8th. As night fell, the streets grew dark, but the courage of these women shone brightly, lighting up the night. Take a look at these scenes. March in Korea means strawberry season, and across the country, strawberry festivals are ready to take place. Just look at this booth, fresh strawberries, desserts, and crowds enjoying the lively atmosphere. But some festivals add a unique twist. At the Nonsan Strawberry Festival, young visitors can even take a ride on a military helicopter. Kids hop aboard helicopters like the Suryeon and Black Hawk for a short flight over the nearby Tapjeong Lake. The city has even released messenger app stickers or emojis featuring strawberries and soldiers to promote the festival. And if you can't make it to a local festival, don't worry. Many hotels and restaurants in Korea offer strawberry buffets, where strawberry lovers can enjoy as much as they like. In Korea, spring doesn't just mean flowers, it also means strawberries. From campuses to spring festivals, these moments offer a glimpse of life in Korea today.
In less than 2 weeks, BTS will return as a full group for the first time in about 3 years and 9 months. The stage for their comeback, Gwanghwamun Square in the heart of Seoul. The fact that they picked this specific venue has drawn plenty of attention. Today, we'll discuss the significance of this location with David Kim, content creator and adjunct professor in the Media Creator Department at Kyungil University. Welcome back, David.
Hello, David.
Hello, glad to be back.
Looking good in purple today.
Thank you. I'm glad you noticed.
Same
oh,
here.
Yeah, we're all matching.
Well, first off, let's go over the basic details of this comeback stage of BTS. Gwanghwamun Square is not really the usual K-pop concert venue. So how is this performance going to be carried out?
Yes, so as you mentioned, it is going to be held at Gwanghwamun Square, which is a historic, iconic stage. Nobody would have actually imagined that any K-pop star would be performing at Gwanghwamun Square. It's the literal heart of Seoul. So it's taking stage in less than 2 weeks from now on. I can't believe time just flies. March 21st is the actual date. Also, the format is going to be a massive free outdoor performance. The tickets have already sold out, obviously. I failed failed, epic fail there. But yeah, it's going to be filled with army, general citizens. An estimated 260,000 people is going to gather in Gwanghwamun Square up to City Hall. And also, they're going to debut their new title track, which has been revealed recently. It's called Swim, by the way, and along with a lot of their other medley songs. So it's going to bring a lot of joy to ARMY and fans all over the world. So yeah, I'm very excited for this grand kickoff at Gwanghwamun stage.
Same here. And David, you mentioned that it's unprecedented for a specific K-pop group to, hold a standalone concert there. I mean, Gwanghwamun has been hosting national events and festivals where we did see K-pop star performances, but not in this, in this format as a standalone concert. So tell us a little bit more about the significance of BTS holding their concert in Gwanghwamun.
Yes, so I think the paradigm has shifted. In the past, people saw K-pop as this thing for teenagers, mostly females, and they didn't really take it seriously. It was a form of entertainment. But now that we've entered the global era, and thanks to BTS opening up the gates, people are taking it much more seriously. In fact, they are performing at Gwanghwamun Square, and that itself just proves like my point, right? So yeah, it was traditionally for the Gwanghwamun stage was traditionally for national celebrations or public protests. It was more of a serious matter. So we can see that K-pop has now shifted into that realm. So it's taken more seriously thanks to BTS, and also the fact that BTS was accepted to perform here just means that the country and the citizens and the people of Korea have recognized them as a national cultural asset. So they are the epitome of patriotism, and they are just shining our country all over the world. So they definitely deserve the stage. And I would say that if it were for any other group to be performing there, no shade to the other groups, but it would have faced some kind of backlash from some sort of people. A minority of our country would be like, who are they to be performing at Gwanghwamun Square? But because it's BTS, they are hearing stuff like, oh, it's BTS, they deserve to be on that stage. So yeah, they have national consensus.
Right, good point there.
Yeah, I don't think there is a bigger name in K-pop than BTS at the moment, isn't it, right? So Gwanghwamun has also been the site of many historic moments, as you sort of mentioned before, and public gatherings in modern Korean history, like you said, protests, etc. For Koreans, what kind of symbolic space is Gwanghwamun?
So I definitely think we have to emphasize the historic value of Gwanghwamun itself. So in the past, in the Joseon dynasty, it was called the Yukjo Gori. That translates to the main street of 6 ministries. That means the king and the aristocrats and the whole government was functioning there. They had debates. They were actually governing the whole nation. So that is why we call it the heart and center of Seoul to this day. It is the core of national administration, after all. And to this day, we have the government, we have the Blue House, we have the foreign ministry, we have like the Museum of History over there, a lot of embassies, including the U.S. Embassy. A lot of important organizations are placed in this location. So it just shows the significance and the value of the location itself. And also, I think right now, if you go there, you will see 2 monumental figures, Admiral Lee Sun-shin, and also King Sejong the Great, who made Hangul, and Lee Sun-shin, who protected us from Japanese invasions. So that itself just shows that how much Koreans cherish this space as a sacred and historical space. And the fact that BTS is performing there just adds more value to it. And yeah, I think, after this whole performance, people are going to insert BTS's performance as one of the historical moments that happened in Gwanghwamun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me add some more onto your answer there. So how should we interpret the fact that K-pop concert will be held in such a symbolic location? And why do you think BTS specifically chose Gwanghwamun?
So I think BTS chose it because of the authenticity and also the connection. So performing on Gwanghwamun Square and the Odo, we call it the King's Road, is something very different. It's something of a historical and serious matter. It defines BTS as the 21st century cultural royalty, if I would like to coin it like that. And also, you know, they are returning to their roots after massive world tours, after their military service. They have a massive fandom internationally, but there's always been a complaint, oh, we want to see BTS more in our own country. I think they've responded to that, and now when they're starting their leg of the whole world tour, they're starting in Korea, and also launching this very epic start at Gwanghwamun, and that itself just shows a homecoming and them trying to return to their identities of being Korean, where it all started. So I'm personally very thankful for that. Also, I think the visual impact would be amazing because it's a 600-year-old historical site. Right now, if you see, there are contrasts between LED panels, skyscrapers, the Royal Palace, and now we're going to have a massive K-pop performance there. So the idea of it is just surreal, and it's a very just, you know, a surreal thing to happen. Yeah.
And David, you mentioned that they are really doing this in their nation, in the heart of Seoul. But there is also tremendous interest from overseas fans, and probably some of them actually, you know, did their ticketing, their flight bookings, they booked their flights to Seoul for this event, probably. So what do you think is Gwanghwamun? How does Gwanghwamun appeal to the overseas fans as well, do you think?
Yes, so I mean, even if you're not a fan, if you're just a general tourist visiting Korea, Gwanghwamun is one of those places that you must go to. If you go to Gwanghwamun, you feel like you're time traveling. As I mentioned before, you are getting a taste of both the past and present. You're seeing the modern Korea and the old Korea as well. So that's the taste of it. And a lot of people coin Gwanghwamun as the Times Square of Seoul nowadays because of all of these massive LED panels flashing. And you can see BTS ads on them as well too. So yeah, that's like the I think the charm of Gwanghwamun Square. It appeared on K-dramas a lot as well. One of my favorite K-dramas was The King, and you could see Lee Min-ho that was on like a white horse in front of Gwanghwamun Square. So that was epic as well. So yeah, I think, you know, if you are visiting Korea, definitely visit Gwanghwamun and get like the ultimate experience. If you're an army now, it's added to your pilgrimage. So yeah, have fun.
And let's talk about the name of the title of the album, Arirang. We mentioned this before, David. You said it should enter the Oxford English Dictionary. The word Arirang itself.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's one of the most famous traditional folk songs of Korea and our station name. So again, let's talk about the significance of BTS having chosen this name for their album title.
Yes, so BTS is returning to their Korean roots. I think that is very clear. Also, with their album name Arirang, it just signals that. And I think they are just doubling down on the Korean DNA. As we already mentioned, Arirang is a mixture of all these Korean emotions and experiences, from the emotion of Han, which is sorrow, the emotion of Hung, which is joy. We have Jung, which is connection, and also the resilient spirit of Korean people surviving through the ages of colonialism and foreign invasions. All of that combined is Arirang. So I think it's a genius and brilliant move for BTS to select this as their album cover. And also, I think it's cultural confidence as well. It's not very easy to make a very Korean term their album name, right? So I think now BTS is saying, oh, we are at that phase. We can title our album Arirang and rebrand it as this modern and also hip global anthem as well. So I think it shows a global message that, like, the most Korean thing is like the most global. Yeah, you know that saying, right?
Yeah.
So I think it just delivers the universal message of hope and the Koreanness and healing, and directly from BTS. So yeah.
Right, and more than 200,000 people. Did you say 270,000?
260,000.
60,000 people. What a lot of people that's expected to come to that concert. But What kind of preparations, this is obviously going to be a very large crowd, are going to be managed during this massive crowd in the heart of Seoul?
Yes, so there is expected to be total government mobilization. So 260,000 people, that's a lot. And Korea has a sad recent past of the Itaewon crowd crush. So the Seoul government and the government is on the top priority should be safety for sure. So yeah, logistically they are making everything very easy for the businesses and the people in the area or the crowds. So they are bypassing subway stops such as City Hall and Gwanghwamun so that people will not flock towards like small funnels of roads in the subways. And also they are blocking roads. They're deploying a lot of police officers to control traffic. So yeah, there's a lot of strict zone management planned as well. Strict no camping policies. So Army, get that in mind. Yeah, there will be a lot of large outdoor screens as well to disperse the crowd and prevent people from like pushing forward as well. So I can definitely see that the Seoul city government and the government have collaborated to make it the safest possible. And yeah, it's just going to be unprecedented. I hope nobody gets hurt and it just goes perfectly.
Yes, we want this event to be as enjoyable and safe as possible, and we are super excited as well. I mean, none of us can make it to the concert. You mentioned that you unfortunately failed in the ticketing, but you are going to the April concert.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to ask about that as well sometime later.
Okay.
But thank you very much, David, for your insights and time today.
Thank you, David.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're going to have you back here on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.
Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.